Hey y'all, we are back and we have another grant. And this grant opportunity, y'all, it is for $10,000. $10,000 of free money that you do not have to pay back. And we love free money. And guess what? No business needed. And on top of that, and I have never seen this in a grant application, they say that AI is not prohibited. So leave me a comment if you want me to do a walkthrough video of how to successfully complete an application using AI. And you will have to do a video. We already know our pitch videos need to be 3 minutes or less. But again, this grantor is completely non-traditional. And they say you do not have to show your face if you are uncomfortable being on camera. Now, my advice, get on camera, okay? I understand that they're saying that you don't have to show your face. I recommend showing your face so you can give them some of your personality. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Ebony, a licensed attorney out of the state of Missouri. And on this channel, we focus on grants, legal tips, and setting the foundation for your business to get you to generational wealth because, yes, money is good, but we want our money to serve generation after generation after generation. Check out that small business grant playlist. There are several opportunities listed there. You all will reach out and say, how can I find grants? I need a grant for this specific industry. The list, okay? In that list, there are no business needed grants like this grant opportunity. There are no deadline grants. And there are global opportunities. And the grant today, yes, it is a global opportunity. So make sure you go into that list. I'm going to leave a link in the description for you to quickly get to that small business grant playlist. And y'all, I am running a special on my 2 books because I have reached 1 million views on YouTube and I want to thank you all for your support. Now, that first book is my workbook. It talks about if you get the grant, if you don't get the grant, applying for the grant, finding grants. And with over 130 pages of content, it has quizzes, it has sample answers, it has fill in the blanks. It literally will prepare you to submit a successful grant application. And you purchase that book, you get my second book for free. Not buy one, get one half. This book is going to be free. And if you're sitting back and you're like, I don't know if I'm really, that's fine. I'm going to leave a link in the description to the website so you can go and read some of the 5-star reviews because I always recommend y'all do your due diligence before you spend your money, regardless of who that person is. And if you're tired of waiting on the videos and you're like, can you hurry up? I don't want to wait until Thursday for a video to find out about a grant opportunity, or I don't feel like looking at your playlist. Come to the Patreon. In the Patreon, I literally just drop the grants in there. I put the links. I put cohorts in there. I do scholarships, internships, articles. I do all things that will, one, help you submit a successful grant application, but then also get you closer to generational wealth, which both of those are goals of this channel. But again, there is absolutely no walkthrough, but you will be able to make requests, right? So now this grant, $10,000. Yes, $10,000. You can use AI. Now, when we talked about AI, they said they're okay with it, but they did specifically say they still want it to be your voice, and their preference is for you not to use AI, but they do understand that sometimes applying for grants can be a challenge for individuals, and that prevents them from applying because they have the idea in their head, but they cannot get that pen to paper to coordinate. So you can use AI. Now, the interesting thing about this grantor, okay, this has to be youth led. Now, don't run off because I kept trying to figure out what does youth led mean? Because when I think of youth, I think about, 18 and under. No, 18 to 35. Now, I'm not 35, but I don't want to be considered youth at 35. But this grantor says 18 to 35 is considered youth. And guess what? Only 70% of your group has to identify in this category. So 30% can be 35 and over. And they do prefer for this to be a group effort versus an individual effort. And remember, you do not have to already have a business, i.e., an initiative. So this is something whereas if you've been sitting back and you've wanted to do this is going to be your opportunity to bring a group together to then be able to execute your idea. And you can apply annually with the exact same idea. The only restriction or requirement is that there has been improvement from the first round. So if you have this idea, you get the $10,000. And let me say this, because they said this too. Only ask for what you need. Do not go in asking for the maximum because you know that the maximum is $10,000 because they are going to be critical of individuals that are asking for more than what they need. So don't do it. Now, when you get the 10,000 or 5,000, whatever you ask for in year one, and let's say you had progress and you're like, okay, we need more money to continue this effort because they do want it to be something that is continuous. It cannot be one-off things, i.e., we want to plant trees. No, it has to be something that builds power in community. So then you can come back and get another $10,000 or $5,000 in year 2, year 3, year 4. As long as there is progress and you submit a successful grant application, you are going to get funded by this grantor. One of the things that they also evaluate you on is your plan clear? Okay, so make sure that you're not all over the place. Okay, and then with the budget, get this. They give you a sample template. So if you're like, I don't know how to do the budget for this, but as I say in all of the videos, you have to break it all the way down to the penny. And even with their template, it is set up in that way to make sure that essentially the budget isn't something that is a barrier for you to submit your grant application. I will say with this grantor, they are making sure that you being able to enter is the easiest thing that you're able to do. You can use AI. You don't have to show your face on camera. They give you the template that they need from you in order to submit a successful budget. They will also look at whether or not your idea is unique and innovative. I say this in most videos, y'all. Grantors are probably seeing half of what you're submitting, right? So you have to make sure that your idea will differentiate you from your competition. They also want to know what community do you want to serve, and then also the projected impact on that community. And you'll also, if you're selected for the grant, you will be posted on their social media, so you know that is free marketing. You will also get access to mentors and access to various leadership programs. So this grantor is making sure that when you leave their nucleus, you are going to be ready to take on any and all opportunities to make your business successful. Now, y'all, make sure if you would like for me to possibly find a grant for you in your city, state, and/or industry, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from, city, state, and/or industry, so I can possibly, no promises, find a grant for you, okay? And again, if you're like, I don't got time to wait for you, lady, come to the Patreon. But with all of that, let's look at this grant. All right, y'all, this grant opportunity is sponsored by Roots, and this is their Global South micro grant for $10,000. And I forgot to tell y'all, you can submit your grant application in English, Spanish, Arabic, and French. So you do not have to only submit it in English. And as I have always recommended to you all, make sure you peruse the website. Go to the FAQ section, go to the requirements, look at who they funded in the past to make sure that you are aligned with them. And this grantor, they have an application package that I highly recommend that you review before even attempting to apply for the grant. And we're going to scroll down and get to this package so we can look at it. And then you're going to click here for the application package. Don't apply first. Go to this package first. Now look at this, y'all. I'm not going to read any of this. I'm going to scroll through just so you can see. It literally answers all of the questions that you would possibly have before applying. You have the FAQ section. There's a link to the budget in here because I've looked at it. But look at all of what they tell you. They talk to you about everything that you're going to need to put into your application. They talk about your strategy. They talk about what they want to hear about in your project. They talk about the AI usage. They talk about being able to do the video without showing your face. Here is that template that I was telling you all about, whereas you don't have to create your own budget because they're going to do that for you. Look at this budget. This is what we've discussed so many times. The examples, venue, LED bulbs. That's what I say. You have to think about any and everything that is going to be associated with your project. The pencils, the pens, the markers, the paper, the ink, the printer, the everything. Okay. So literally, and then they ask you the amount, but here's the thing. They're going to calculate everything for you, and they're going to calculate it based off of your country. So you don't have to do anything but get to that template and then put everything in here that you believe that you're going to need in order to successfully launch your project and get access to this $10,000 grant opportunity. Now, once you do all of that, you're going to come back here and then you're going to get ready to apply for this grant opportunity. Now, once you submit this application, you're going to come back here. You're going to tell me that you submitted the application, and then you're going to come back again and you're going to tell me that you got access to this $10,000 grant, and we're going to celebrate you. Why? Because we celebrate all things, but most importantly, you have submitted a successful grant application and you're getting that much closer to generational wealth. So y'all, make sure you check out that ebook, check out that workbook, check out that playlist, check out the Patreon, check out all things to help you submit a successful grant application. You know, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, which I always appreciate. And of course, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel, and wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are having a beautiful day, and I will see you all next time.